I hope that you all get value about the insights that I have into the roofing industry. It's an honor to be here on this stage, to see a lot of faces that I know, so many that I don't know. So that is super exciting. Charles mentioned, if you are a roofer here tonight, if you're a roofing business owner or a sales professional, I'm just really excited to be here. And talk to you about some of the things that I've experienced in roofing and how that can translate into making your business better when you add solar. So again, at the end of maybe this will be 12, 15 minutes, we'll see how it goes. If you're a roofer, I want you to understand that you truly have a market advantage in this industry. I've experienced it, you can experience it, and I want to talk to you more about that. There is no reason at all today, with POWUR being here, for you to not capitalize on the transition to renewables, which you just saw is sweeping across the country. And that you really don't let solar revenue slip through your fingers to a competitor. There's no reason for it. And for the POWUR consultants who are already onboarded and understand the value here, I just hope that you have a better understanding of what the story is to tell roofers, the people that you may have not thought of approaching, or maybe they've been in your circle, but you're not sure what that story is, that you really can reach out to them with a better understanding of the value. So I want to address the elephant in this virtual room right now, which is, why am I talking about roofing? I've been told that maybe I don't look like the normal roofer. I'm not sure what that means, but I did find out a fun fact when I was preparing that in the roofing industry in the US, there's less than 1% women. But I was very, very lucky to start my career in solar in roofing. And I have been there, guys. I've been on the roofs, up and down ladders, crawling through attics. I've been there for the surprises of when, you've torn off a roof and you're not really sure, wow, this is a little bit different than what I thought. So I've experienced it all, and I've experienced the competition in roofing. I've sat across from homeowners, hundreds and hundreds of homeowners here in Southern California, where there's a half a dozen, if not more, proposals in front of me. And I'm thinking, how do I compete here? We're all essentially offering the same thing. How am I differentiating between all of these other proposals? So I was lucky, as Charles said, to come in contact with POWUR in 2020, and it really changed the direction of where I was going in roofing and solar. So I want to talk about a few things. The first is big picture roofing, what's going on, why it's important enough that we're here talking about it tonight. Secondly, if you are a roofing sales professional, as I was, that I give you a few real life examples of what your life looks like in terms of income, in being able to offer just a roof and then offering a roof and solar. And then if you're a business owner, I certainly understand the nuances of, there are different things to consider, but what the value is of equipping your team of salespeople who already understand roofing with the ability to add solar. And then, again, for the POWUR consultants to really just understand the story and share it. So big picture, roofing in the United States is healthy, right? In terms of market share and as measured by revenue, you're talking about a $52 billion industry. It's been consistently growing year after year, 2% for the last 5-6 years. Last year, even more so, 4% increase. It's healthy. It's increasing faster than the U.S. economy overall, and definitely in line with construction, residential construction, which is, of course, driving this a little bit. There's a very favorable lending environment right now. It makes homeownership affordable across the country. Low interest rates have meant an increase in refinances and the opportunity for homeowners who may have been delaying upgrading their home or doing a new roof. Suddenly they're doing it, upgrading and reinvesting. And then depending on the material, if you are new or are not versed in roofing at all, you generally find that between 15 and 25 years, a roof has to be replaced. And the 7% of all homes across the U.S. experience a re-roof each year. So it's healthy, it's growing, it's booming. There are challenges in relation to that, and the biggest really is competition. So it's a highly competitive industry. There's over 100,000 individual companies in the U.S. Less than 5% is made up of the top 4 companies combined, if that gives you perspective of the level of competition. I've experienced this individually as a roofing professional, what the level of competition really is. It's the primary concern of roofers and roofing companies across the board in surveys, competition, lowball pricing, and bidding wars. So competition is a concern. And what this means for a roofing professional or a business owner is that you suddenly seem faced with the two choices of, the choice of, do I lower margin here and lower price to get this deal, this job, this business, this revenue, or what do I do? So what I'm suggesting today and what this platform offers is that you have better choices than just lowering price. So what if you could increase your closing ratio, your volume of business without lowering that price and without lowering margin? And what if you could offer something to your potential clients that actually differentiated you from the pack truly? And what if what you offered allowed you to sell more roofs? Not just more solar, but more roofs. So my suggestion to you today, and this is important to understand, is that I believe, and I think what we've talked about earlier today, is that homeowners are going to look at solar with or without you. Eventually, they're going to look at it. So as a roofer, there is no reason to let that business go to a competitor or to someone else. So this is a general example, real life, 2 scenarios from a homeowner point of view. So this homeowner needed a new roof, ended up being about $15,000. Of course, they still have a utility bill. You're the roofing sales professional there. You can offer them a new roof, finance it somewhere around $125 a month, or they can come out of pocket. They still have that utility bill. And ultimately, they have a nice new roof. You've done it. You've offered great customer service, and you've also increased their yearly bills by about $1,500. Alternatively, in combining it with solar, you potentially decrease their bills with better financing at about $210 a month. You are able to provide the roof and solar. You decrease their bills, and the best part is you save them about $94,000 over 24 years, or 25 years. Furthermore, the commission, I don't know that I can go back to that, but goes from about $1,500 from the sales point of view, and I've been there, to offering just a roof, to suddenly about $8,000 when you can combine the two. So for the homeowner, they've been given better financing. They've reduced their monthly expenses. They're adding value to their property. They have added an asset to their home that is providing them unbelievable control, predictability, and stability over time. And depending where you are in the country, I understand this is one example over many states, the immediate and long-term savings will be affected by the utility pricing in that area, and then, of course, some variations within each market. But it is very reasonable to suggest that it is adding value overall. So with roofing company owners, I want to stop here a little bit because I do talk to many across the country, and I'm usually faced with the same initial concern. So I want to just stress, whatever the concern is that you have, your competitors are thinking about this. They're talking about it. They're exploring ways to go about adding solar. The biggest question that I hear, of course, is always, we like the idea of solar, but how do I integrate it into my existing operations without sacrificing what I've already built, without sacrificing time, without diluting my team's productivity overall, and just compromising existing quality. Now, if you are a roofing company or a business owner who's been considering this, I would suggest to you that POWUR is the answer to that. I believe POWUR is a $1 billion company, or becoming a $1 billion company with a $100 million roofing division. And it's happening. If you are seeking to add solar to your operations, or to your existing operations without capital risk and without a big learning curve, this is the answer. What do you think happens, as you just saw, when your sales team has an existing or has an increase in number of closes? They make more commissions. What do you think that does to your employee retention or your sales force retention? When you're adding homeowner value, what does that do to customer loyalty, to take the time to offer and share these things? What does it do to referrals and your overall revenue? And ultimately, you can sell more roofs in the process. So for the POWUR consultants watching, I hope this paints a picture for you of why it really is valuable to reach out to roofers that you know. POWUR offers training in how to network, but of course, social media posts in your BNI groups, reaching out directly. The big picture of however you want to reach out is just simply this. Roofing is extremely competitive. Smart business owners are looking for that differentiator. Competition's at an all-time high. And really, POWUR offers the chance to incorporate solar without capital risk and without a learning curve. So, in conclusion, if you are a business owner, if you are a roofing sales professional, it really comes down to this. You've put in the effort to be in the home. You've spent the marketing budget, or you've built the trust. You've done the inspections. You were there. You were offering this value of a new roof. There's no reason to let the solar revenue go to someone else. And to be candid, it's happening with or without you. So in choosing POWUR, your clients when we talk about sacrificing time, quality service, you can be confident that your roofing clients, will receive the finest design, equipment, financing, installation, and warranties. And this truly is a platform that allows you to add solar without any inherent capital risk and without that learning curve. And ultimately sell more roofs.